I'm Andrew.
And I'm Angus from Cracka Wines, and today we have something special.
Very.
You know, we think there's been a mistake.
Yep.
We think the Australia Post guy has made a terrible error because someone has sent us $50 Chardonnay
No.
to taste. Look, I can't remember the last $50 Chardonnay I had.
No. No one sent us $50.
I think it was actually 12 bottles of Jacob's Crew poured into a large bowl. It was the last time I had $50 worth of Chardonnay. But no, seriously, not only $50 Chardonnay, but actually some pretty serious Chardonnay from some pretty serious guys.
Very serious guys.
I mean, you know, it's got to be said, Gary Farr of Bannockburn originally really was one of the first great Australian Chardonnay producers in Australia.
Yeah, very much so.
You know, Lewin, By Farr, you know, probably early Petalomas, you know, they're really super smart wines. And you know, I think they've definitely gone on since then. The modern style is the modern leaner style, but still, you know, the wine's always had tremendous detail.
Yeah. And
these wines do too.
Yeah, very much so. I think that you can really see here that the touch of a great winemaker, or at least someone who knows, who's done it, who is really quite progressive in the way they make the wines. When did Bannockburn
start? 80s? Mid-80s?
Let's just call it quite a while ago.
He's probably done 25 vintages at Bannockburn and By Farr.
Yeah.
20 at Dujac.
Yeah.
He's almost a 50 vintage man. It's pretty good.
It is pretty good. And I think you can really taste it here. Look, from the very first whiff, sexy.
Good looking Chardonnay.
It's Chardonnay-rific, basically.
Proper Chardonnay. And also, Chardonnay. These vintages, 08, 07, so that's what we have here. Yeah. It's not a walk in the park kind of vintage.
No, definitely not.
Just no Chardonnay.
But so straight off from the first whiff gives it all to me. It's just like, wow, that's sexy. You
barrel ferment.
Barrel ferment, some real clever lees work there. Some Sarug, yeah. We're talking about oak, by the way. What makes this sort of...
Sorry, I was just taking notes. Put in Sarug.
Look, what makes this sort of style interesting is just how complex they are. You know, we're talking about Chardonnay that really epitomises what real good modern Chardonnay is all about. You know, it's not overblown. You know, the acidity is really quite prominent still. You know, there's some real complexity sort of behind it.
Bit of nougat.
Not a nougat.
Bit of brioche. Bit of croissant on the deuxième arrondissement. Beautiful. The question is, 08 versus 07, which is better wine?
Well, the other good thing is that 08 versus 07, you're talking about an extra year of bottle age. So I reckon that the 07's got the upper hand because it's just older. So when you get older, you get bigger. So when you get bigger, you can beat up little kids. So I think this wine, being the big kid, might have the slightest edge. What do you reckon, Angus?
Look, I think you're right. I think that there's just a bit more complexity in there. A bit more genuine length, I think, on the.
I think there's a little bit more curves too. Just that little bit more curves, you know. And we like curves here at Cracka Wines, by the way. So
that's right, we do.
We do, and I think that as a result, those extra little curves just make it just that little bit more sensual.
Yeah, I think super benchmark Chardonnay. Thanks for sending it. Thanks, Australia Post. We won't be returning these.